Happy Monday, everyone. You have a saying with my clients: tiny steps achieve big goals. And today I want to take you through some tiny steps to help you plan 2020 with purpose. I'm Gail Bates, CEO of MyMentorBiz.com, where I help leaders grow $1 million teams with systems and strategies in my coaching programs, like the Journey to Leadership coaching program that's available right now. You know, planning 2020 with purpose is really setting positive expectations for the year ahead. And being positive is really a specific and conscious decision. And once you make that decision with practice, it really becomes a habit. So, and when you have that habit, it's like optimism becomes second nature, and you really you think about things that you're doing over and over repeatedly. It's that habit you've developed on a conscious level, okay? That really, and now it's taking root in your subconscious. So keeping positive expectations in your subconscious mind when you plan your year on purpose will really help you achieve your goals. These are the tiny steps I'm talking about. Tiny steps achieve big goals. Okay, so we're starting a brand new series here today. And today we're going to talk about planning 2020 with purpose on preparing with purpose. Next week, we're talking about setting goals with purpose. And the third week, we're going to talk about the follow through with purpose. Okay. So what I'd love you to do, if you have a minute, is get your pen and paper out if you have that handy. Okay. If not, come back later and watch this again, because I'm going to give you 3 tiny steps, as I talked about, to really help you plan with 2020 with purpose. So I want you to write down these answers. So I've got 3 questions for you today. The first question is, what were your big accomplishments in 2019? Think about it. I want you to stay away from I would have, I should have. I want you to really write down what those accomplishments were, things that helped you really increase your business in 2019. Okay, maybe you advanced up a level. Maybe you expanded your customer base. Maybe you had successful parties, or you recruited your first person, or maybe you just feel more confident now that you've really been working at your business successfully, okay? What I really want you to do is write this down, because these are your accomplishments. They're no one else's. They're just yours. So, you know, when I asked my clients this question recently, some of them said, well, I created my first system and it worked, or I started time blocking and now I have time for my business, or I realized I really have to schedule my time for my business and now I'm organized. So those are the things I want you to really look back at. What were your accomplishments? Because there is so much power, okay, when you write down. This is the thing about it, writing down your accomplishments, because it's kind of like a victory list, okay? And it's a visual, because you've written it down, of all things that you've done and you're proud of, okay? So that's the first question. I really want you to take the time to do that. Now, the second question is, what was the greatest lesson that you learned in 2019, okay? Because when you answer this question, it's going to have the greatest impact on you. And, you know, we learn from accomplishments and we learn from mistakes. So it's what I really want you to think about is when you were working your business this past year, you know, always think about what was that lesson I learned. And it usually stands out, okay? And for me, very early in my career, I learned a big lesson. And the lesson was never assume, okay? Because what happened was I did a party on a Thursday night with a hostess. We had a $1,500 party. It was a really successful party. And one woman there, she said, gee, I've got 20 women coming to my house on Saturday night. Could you come and do this presentation for them? Oh, sure. I'd be glad to do that. So what I assumed was that she knew exactly what was going to happen. I arrived on Saturday night. I didn't do any hostess coaching. I didn't call her or anything. I was new to this. And guess what? That was 20 people at that party. basically ignored me because they didn't know I was coming. She didn't, I was just turning up. Anyway, the lesson learned was never assume. Always work with your hostess, build a relationship, and know what's going to happen at the party. So I want you to think about the greatest lesson that you learn. Because when you answer this question, you are planning with purpose. Okay, third question. What area do you want to improve the most in 2020? Okay, think about it. First of all, I want you to think about our business model, because in our business, we book, sell, recruit, right? So in bookings, where are you at with your bookings? Is your calendar full every month? What do you need to improve on to make that happen? Or is it your parties? Delve into that. In selling, what is it in selling you need to improve on? Is it your social media strategy so you can increase your customers or your VIP group? Okay, I made a choice this year to increase my free Facebook group that I have for all of my clients. I wanted to get to 500, and I really strategized it out, and I'm now over 600 because I made that decision on wanting to improve that in my business. Okay, in recruiting, what is it you're looking at? Is it you need to improve how to identify or attract those new recruits, or how to share your business opportunity and close them, or how to have that strong onboarding system so that when your new recruits come on board, they know exactly how to be successful in those first 90 days. So really break down those three areas to answer that question. So I just want to go over those questions again with you. What were your greatest accomplishments in 2019? What were the lessons you learned in 2019? And what do you want to improve actually in 2020? Okay? Answer those three questions, because now you're preparing to plan on purpose in 2020. And once you've done that, I want you to really give thanks and just release it all, okay? Because now you're ready, okay? You're ready to plan 2020 on purpose. So this is really important. And I hope this has been helpful for you today. But I wanted to share with you today that a client contacted me actually today. And she said, I know I have to make a decision by December 31st to join the Journey to Leadership coaching program you have. And she asked the question, how is it different, or how will it work for me? So the answer to that is yes, December 31st is the deadline to join the Journey to Leadership coaching program. And starting in January, it will be off the market. But it's different because most people teach you the what or the why of growing a direct sales business, but not much about the how, okay? So in the Journey to Leadership program, we do focus on the how. I teach you exactly how to get your personal business strong with a full calendar of bookings. I teach you how to attract new recruits so you grow a strong personal team. And we dig really deep into team building and mastering those skills. And we focus a lot on top techniques of organization and social media strategies to bringing in those new customers or new recruits all the time. But mostly you really learn how to set up systems, okay? Because I'm a systems person, and that's what my forte is. So yes, it will work for you like it's worked for many others who've joined in the past. So I want to invite you to really just stop trying to reinvent the wheel yourself and just invest in you. And click the link below, okay? Because it will take you to a Google Doc that you will fill out. You're not joining right away by answering that Google Doc. You're just giving me the information to see how this program is going to work for you. But it happens by December 31st. So thanks for watching today, and have a great Monday.